Just having a stroll down G-Snap Lane. And it's bin collection day today. Yay! Get them bins bloody emptied. And I noticed, I read something on the internet the other day that residents in Stockport have had a lot of incidents where people have not had the bins emptied because of the open bin. I don't know whether people are aware, but Tameside operates a closed lid policy, so everything has to be closed, otherwise they can refuse collection. And yeah, let's get across the road here. Yeah, so be warned, people. It might have already happened to you where they refused to collect the bin. But yeah, everything needs to be closed. But I noticed the other day one of the neighbours, the collection bin for the bottles, plastic bottles, etc., recycling. I'm looking through the window and I could see all these birds flying around, and I thought, what's going on there? It looked like 10 or 20 little birds all just flying around, landing on it and flying away quickly, and I thought, what's that? So I goes outside, and because the lid had been open for a while, flies had got in, you know, started laying eggs, and it was full of maggots. And the birds are flying down, eating all the maggots. Not a very nice story, but yeah, that's what goes on. So yeah, be warned, keep your bins closed, otherwise it's unhygienic and the bin men won't collect it. Thorncliffe Ave. Yeah, gotta go to work later on. I just got somebody coming round to see me to look at potentially putting me a new shower in, because the one that we have has had it, so we need a new one. I don't know what time it is now. I must be getting on past 7 o'clock, 7 in the morning. Another damp start to the day. I got a little bit damp. I had to take shelter under a bus shelter for 5 minutes while it passed, but starting to dry up now. Yesterday was the same, and then it dried up, sun came out. You never know what to expect this time of year, but we've not had rain for a long time. The lawn outside my house is just dead, dry, brown, dead grass, and it's a shame because I looked after that lawn and it was nice and lush and green and cut it regular, but now it looks terrible. But who knows, it might spring back to life. Passing by the old bikes, barbers. I think it's a family run business that. I've been in once or twice over the years, but I was in there one day and there was a few people in, and there was a chap there with his little lad, and the lad was obviously, he was young and had ants in his pants, and he was up and down off the couches that were in there, and I couldn't believe it really. I thought it was a bit abrupt. So one of the guys turned around who was cutting the hair, one of the barbers, and says, "Hey," to the little lad directly, not to his parent, to the little lad, and said, "Get your feet off that couch. How dare you do that?" It's this little boy was like stunned, but the dad said absolutely nothing. So I don't know what happened there, but if he'd have spoke to me like that, or spoke to my son while I was in there, I'd have left promptly, got out of the place. But yeah, luckily it didn't happen. But customers are kings, whether they're regulars or not. You look after customers, and that's the way it goes. Things should have been dealt with differently. Oh, early morning for the boys on site. They're coming on now then. They do look nice with the sage coloured, what would you call them, like Georgian windows? Yeah, they look nice, they're coming on. I don't know when they plan to be finished. I bet they're going to be finished by the end of the year. But according to this move, it's like a little sheep. It says buy me, buy me, buy me, and there's only 2 of them been sold. But I'm happy with my house, so I don't need to move in one of those. Wow, this traffic's horrendous. I need to come out a little bit earlier, start coming earlier, just like less traffic. People looking at the camera thinking, who's that knobhead? What's he doing? Who's he filming? Well, you know, of course, that you're in a public place, you can film what you want, anything you can see you can film. So that's what I'm going with. But nobody's said anything so far, apart from the incident the other day where a guy wanted to swing his car around the corner while there was already steps off the curb in the middle of the road, and then started calling me a half-wit because I was filming. But I was well aware of my surroundings. It was the idiot in the car. He wanted to knock me down, basically. But there you go. Such is life. Crossing at the bottom of Pickford Lane. There's a house we're just passing on the right. It's has a beautiful display of Christmas lights early and throughout Christmas. Yeah, one of the iconic Christmas lighthouses, if you like, in Duckingfield. Has been like that for years. I do believe there's a story about it, but I don't like to pry, and that's not their business, not mine. Here we are, Duckingfield Park. Oh, how quiet is that now? Quiet and serene. You know, this lovely park we have here, and there's just nobody in it ever. Well, you do get some people in it, mainly children, playing in the little basketball five-a-side sort of pitch, and then you've got the playground at the top, which is popular. My son used to play in there when he was younger, and my granddaughter, when she comes round, she'll like a trip there, have a play on the swings and the roundabouts and the slides. So yeah, but it is a lovely park. Sometimes, occasionally, you'll go past King Street and look up these steps, and you'll see people taking wedding photos and stuff, because it's just a lovely spot to take a photo, you know, for your wedding album. Look at that. But my opinion is, what they should do is give it a coat of gloss, all the railings and dustbins and benches, and just jazz it up a bit. Get rid of that awful red colour, red and gold, it's horrible. You know, get a nice colour, a nice green, or a black even would be nice. Just a fresh coat of paint. Especially the railings and the gates, they can make it look so much more presentable. Yeah, and it won't cost much, would it? I mean, how much council tax do they get out of us? And they can't afford a bloody few cans of paint. Get on it, Tameside Council, Duckingfield Council, whoever they are. I have seen the pictures on the wall, but you know what I mean? I'd probably do it myself if I had the time and the money. That's how I feel about it. You know what I mean? Yeah. Tameside Community Notice Board. If you notice this notice, you will notice that it's not worth noticing, because there's frig all on it. That's good, isn't it? Yeah, look. Shabby, rusty, flaky gates. You know what I mean? How long would it take just to get a bit of paint? Paint the gold spikes of the spears at the top. Just get some paint on it, man. It'd look 10 times better. And then we could have a park that we could be proud of. Duckingfield Park. Anyway, I'm going now because it's absolutely peeing it down. See you later.